Hi guys, I'm Caroline Rankin with Coast Professionals, and we're here today talking to one of my favorite people on this planet, my uncle Tom Riley. Hi, Uncle Tom.
Hi, dear.
How are you?
Nice to see you. I'm good.
Nice to see you too. Uncle Tom, for some people that may not know you, can you give them a little bit of information about yourself? Tell them where you came from and how you got here.
I'm from Rhode Island, where your mother is from. And I got through school, hated it, went in the Navy, made it a career, but they kicked me out because I have a bad back. And eventually I got fed up with the Northeast. So I called your mother. I said, I'm coming down. You got a room for me? And she said, I'll give you a room for a month. This was before the Heritage in 1977. So I came down with Diane, and the rest is history. She got a job within a couple of days. I got a job the next month, and here we are.
We just celebrated the 40th anniversary of Riley's a couple weeks ago now. So congratulations.
Thanks.
So just a couple things I just wanted to ask. What in the first place made you want to open a restaurant on Hilton Head?
That's a very easy answer. I never thought I'd open a restaurant. But the company I was working for went bankrupt. And I used to work at the Hofbrau's. Diane worked at the Gaslight. And when it went bankrupt, we borrowed some money from both Peter and Serge, and they lent us the money to open the first Riley's because I had 4 kids, a mortgage, and no income.
I never knew that's how it went down.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went down.
Oh my gosh. And so in the beginning, I remember across the street at the Gallery of Shops, and the kitchen window was about this big.
Right.
So it was Auntie Diane in the kitchen?
She cooked the specials and she worked every day for 8 years.
Oh, wow. So can you tell me what one of the biggest obstacle or obstacles you have faced in the restaurant business in the last 40 years?
I think that if you're not scared, it won't work. That was my biggest thought. I'm scared every step of the way. Because when something doesn't work, then you kind of have doubt in yourself. So every time we opened, like the Riley's, the first Riley's in December 6, 1982, we had maybe 7 customers the first day. New Year's Eve, we closed at 10 o'clock because I had nobody. But then things fell in line. But being scared makes you pay attention a lot more.
What do you attribute your success to?
People. People business. I don't care if you pump gas. I don't care if you're a teller at a bank. I don't care if you're a real estate salesman or a car salesman or you're in the restaurant business. Every single person that is in those businesses are in the people business. And the better you are at being a people person, the better you are going to be at life.
So I know that as things have grown and evolved, a lot of your kids have gotten into the restaurant business. Aaron, Keith, Brendan, a partner at Riley's, and they have gone on to grow and become partners in other restaurants and within our group. Can you talk a little bit about maybe some of the future plans that you guys have for Coastal Restaurants and Bars?
Tom had no plans for the growth of all the restaurants. Brendan got out of culinary school. I thought he was going to be a chef with us for a long time, but he developed a lot of skills, and the family has kind of embraced him, and he's embraced the family to continue other projects, especially after the success of his first restaurant on his own, the Fish Camp on Broad Creek. So he's shown a knack of being in the right place, the right time, and doing things the right way. And if you don't do it the right way, there's no sense in doing it. And as far as the expansion goes, we're going to do a ribbon cutting on the 19th of December for the next venture, which will be Benny's Kitchen, seafood restaurant, a big restaurant on Broad Creek. And like I said, they're already clearing the land, but we're going to do a formal groundbreaking the 19th. And who knows where we're going from there. If it wasn't for COVID, we'd probably have 2 or 3 others open by now. But it's the family is investing in Brendan, and Brendan's investing in the family, and he's kept it really a neat situation.
It's been very special to sit on the sidelines and watch the growth that has come about in the last few years. even in the last 5 or 6
Right.
since Fish Camp even opened. It's been pretty incredible.
It has been.
Yeah. So last question for you today. What advice would you give your younger self knowing what you know now?
You know, Caroline, the reason I'm going to say this is because it's probably 100% true. I wouldn't know what advice to give me. For example, when I opened Riley's, it was not a game plan to open Riley's. It was necessity. And then when we opened the second restaurant, we bought the boilers, that was out of availability. I found out how much business the restaurant did 9 years before and how little they were doing at the time. I said to Diane, you want to take a chance? And we took a chance. Without Diane, by the way, none of this would have gone on because she was the backbone. So then the same thing, the restaurant in Hubbardtown opened up, and the owner of it was a friend of ours, and we were able to get that at the right price. Nothing was planned. And so I guess just in life in general, when the door opens, if you walk through it, you got a good chance of succeeding. Like Erin and Jamie. When I was trying to retire 15, 20 years ago, Erin had worked in the restaurant for quite a while. They have stepped in and done a fabulous job with Riley's. They've doubled our income. And without them, I probably would have sold it. And so that's pretty much in a nutshell. I don't have advice to give anybody, but the people business. Don't think you're in the restaurant business. And I will say one other thing. I learned from Anthony Athanas, Anthony's Pier 4 in Boston, at a lecture. There is no such thing as competition. You've got 4 square walls. Do the best you can with them. Pay attention to yourself.
Well, thank you so much for
Sure.
taking some time today. That was very enlightening, and I learned a lot from you. Thanks for watching today, everybody. For more information on Hilton Head, visit coasthhi.com.